Hey, I'm Kevin. Welcome to another episode of the Real World Explosion recaps, and let's get started with this week's episode. This week's episode starts with Brian feeling left out because the three original guys are called the Three Musketeers, and they just have a bond, and I understand the bond they have because they've been there for more time together. Then we have Ariel working on her movie, and she is showing the guys, the housemates, um, her previous movie, and she's really excited to work on this new movie. And she is bringing Corey and Jenny to screen test her new movie, and this is when Brian gets mad. He gets mad because, well, Jenny's acting for Ariel, and the role is her and Corey, but it was just something really fun that they were doing in the house. And Jenny was, well, and Ariel was saying to do some sexier stuff, but I think just because, not to stir up drama, just because she really wanted to that in the movie. But Brian gets mad, and he's just pissed off because she was doing that. And I'm like, why are you getting pissed off? She's not your girlfriend. She's not anything. You guys are nothing. So Jenny is having some economic problems, well, economical, well, some money problems. Let's just leave it at that. And she needs to take care of her bills and stuff like that. So she's gonna get a job because she is just going down drain with no money. And she goes and casts for a go-go dancer job, and she actually gets the job. And I don't want to be mean or anything, but I think she really got the job because there was cameras, and they knew she was in a reality show and the real world and all the stuff. And, well, good for her that she got the job. She loves to dance. She getting paid to do something you love is just the best. So she comes back home, and she tells the guys, she's really excited she got the job. But Brian is not so happy that she got that job because he says she could be doing anything else but dancing in a club because he feels it's not right. And he has some issues because his mother was a stripper when he was young, and he does not like that kind of jobs. And I kind of understand. Well, I kind of understand where he's coming from, because it's hurt. But then again, this is not stripping. She's not selling herself. She's just dancing. And then again, why are you getting mad? You guys are nothing anymore. And Jenny's actually saying that we're just nothing anymore. Like, you shouldn't care what I do because we're not friends, we're not boyfriend and girlfriend, and we're not husband and wife. We are just housemates because we have to be, and it's almost over. But then later, they're going to this festival, and it's kind of contradicting to what Brian was saying because now this festival is kind of a fetish festival, and they have to kind of dress up sexy and stuff like that. And he is wearing some briefs that are kind of like that have a cop kind of design, like, and he puts a hat, so he's basically a cop in underwear. And he's gonna walk through the streets of San Francisco with that. That's kind of contradicting to what he just was telling Jenny. But then again, it is different. It is not a job. It's just a festival. It's just to have fun. But I don't know. It's kind of contradicting at the same time, but not. You know what I mean. It's kind of confusing. So the whole house goes to this festival, and everybody's excited. And Ashley thinks that the guys don't know what they're getting themselves into. And they get there, and it's just a crazy ass festival. There's girls getting knot up and whipped and chained together. There's guys with no pants on, with their stuff hanging out, kissing each other. Some kind of 50 Shades of Grey going on there. And it's just a festival. I'm really glad that at the end of the day they were actually kind of not that freaked out by it and actually enjoyed it. If that was me, I would have been really, really freaked out. But I would have been, all, this is different, this is cool, this is one a lifetime experience, let's enjoy this. At the end of the day, it's just a festival, right? I don't know. So next we have a scene where Jenny gets her first gig and she's gonna start off her go-go dancing job, and the whole cast is going to give her support, and she's dancing. You know how Jenny dances, and she's just dancing her ass off in that stage, and everybody seems really excited except for Brian. And throughout the whole episode we've seen kind of Brian wanting to talk to her and wanting her attention and just blaming her for his feelings and not paying attention to his feelings. And I really like Brian, but he's way too emotional, and I don't know. And he confronts, well, not confronts, but he talks to Jenny, and Jenny is just over him. She does not wanna know nothing or anything about him, not to see him, not to hear him. She's just over him, and she has been ignoring him this whole time. He has been trying to get to talk to her. So back at the house, Brian is still wanting to talk to her, but then here comes Thomas, and it just blows up, and now it's Thomas versus Jay versus Corey against poor Brian. At this point, I think Thomas doesn't look like a tough guy, and I think he knows that he has two other guys to back him up, so that's why he has grown some balls all of a sudden. In each episode that goes on, I less and less like Thomas. I used to really enjoy watching Thomas and like Thomas in the first episodes, but now I don't as much. And I don't really see why the three guys need to gang up on Brian. The issues is with Jenny and him. If he's looking like a fool, let him look like a fool. Is it your business? It is not your business, okay? And then at the end, they're just bickering and saying stuff. And there was one thing that actually bothered me, that Thomas said that it wasn't his fault or something about his parents doing well and being wealthy. I don't know what I heard, but I thought that was so inappropriate, and it reminded me of what Ashley said and how everybody got pissed. And now since Thomas said it, nobody gets pissed. I don't know. It kind of contradicts. So later, I don't know who goes to talk to Brian, and actually Brian is like, you know what, I did mess up. I mean, I'm gonna go apologize, and he goes apologizes, and that's why I really like Brian, because he, in his way, is mature but sensitive. But I don't know, I really enjoy watching Brian, and I guess he goes and apologizes to Tom, and he goes apologizes to Jay. And for real, I thought the guys didn't need to get involved. And Tom is like, you know, you live with seven other people and blah blah blah. And well, what? Like, yes, I live with seven other people, but I got to deal with my issues. Like, if you don't want to hear this, then go to your room and do some other stuff. Then Jenny wants to do something different. She wants to be relaxed, and she wants to go to Napa Valley to drink some wine, to get massages, to get out of the craziness and be elegant for a moment. So they're getting their massages, and it looks like they're having fun, and they're going to the wine tasting. But there's this point where Jenny and Corey are getting massages, and they're kind of been flirting in the episode, and Brian is kind of getting pissed off. And there's a point where they're getting the massages, and then Corey says that he feels like the king of the castle, and then Jenny's like, "Can I be the queen?" And he's like, "Yeah." And Brian is just right there. And right before that happened, Brian was trying to talk to Jenny, but Jenny just did not want to talk. And then I don't know in what point we get to see some cute, fun scenes of Ariel and Ashley flirting. We saw some scenes of them talking about relationships right in the beginning of the episode, but then later we have some cute scenes where they were flirting, as I was saying. But I don't remember if it was in the house or if it was in the while in the winery or in the massage. But anyways, later they get to the wine tasting, and at this point, Thomas is pretty drunk, and he is not being a gentleman, and he is not behaving himself. So the how well Jamie and Jenny are kind of getting pissed off because he is just saying the F word and chugging the wine down when you're supposed to taste it and be more gentle and not say fuck, shit, this shit is good, you know. And at the end of the day, they kind of bicker because of that. So at the end of the day, Thomas ends up in the party bus all passed out. So from then, Ariel now is making her movie. She goes with her team, and she is finally done with her movie, with her new movie, directing and editing and stuff like that. And she is really happy, and Ashley is there for support. So then, more flirting from Ariel and Ashley, but there's a really fun scene where Ariel is actually hiding and she scares the sound guy, and I thought that was so cool, so funny. That was freaking awesome, and I think that that's what making me love this season because we're getting more interaction with what happens outside or around. So at the end, they go to the housemates. The housemates go to a club, and Jenny's out in the other place, in a gig. So, to what's going on out there? What is going on? So Corey's talking to this girl, and he can see that this girl is kind of a groupie. So he talks to her a little bit, but then 10 minutes later, Brian is talking to her, and at the end, Corey is getting more, and then Corey is getting mad, and they're more, and he's getting mad. And I don't know why he's getting mad if he didn't really care about the girl. It's like whatever, you know. And there's just this thing, alpha male thing that there is going on. And Corey is just mad, and he's bringing up some of Jenny's thing. And actually, Brian is acting really cool and calming down. But then Corey gets to the point, and that's why I'm not liking Corey at this moment. And goes and jumps up and is just ready to punch him, and that's where it leaves off. And there was just too much arguing, and I think Brian handles all this arguing very good. So thank you for watching. See you later, alligators, and tell me what you think in the comments. So again, see you later, alligators, and bye bye.